Hey, what's up, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening process. And today I'm going to share with you 5 signs that your ET, your extraterrestrial guides, family, are trying to connect with you. I'll just say real quick, I'll preface this with, if you're uncomfortable with this sort of topic, then simply don't watch, because I talk about a lot of other things other than this. But there are enough people reaching out to me, having these experiences and signs, and it's compelled me to talk about it, okay? So again, if this is not your thing, that's fine. I love you anyway. You're welcome to all of my videos, and if you don't want to watch this one, that's totally fine. But for those of you who resonate or relate in any way with this kind of topic, this might be of help to you, okay? Number 1, feeling presences at nighttime when you're going to bed. Why then? Why not during the day? Who knows? But at night, you're going to bed and you just have that sense, that sixth sense that you're not alone. You can feel, you can sense, you know there's another consciousness or many in your room, in your presence. Oftentimes when this happens, there is the initial triggering of fear emotion. I believe, at least for me, I concluded it just stems from when I was a little kid. I would have these experiences and it freaked me the heck out because no one talked about it. So it's just my misunderstanding and conclusion I drew as a young child, and it just became kind of a conditioned response to be afraid when you feel presences that you're not clear who or what they are in your room. Naturally, regardless, it's normal, and it doesn't mean they're bad, doesn't mean they're actually scary or negative just because you have that fear response. Most people do, and that's why they tend to kind of take their time and coax you and help you warm up at your own pace. Number 2 is a little bit more of an obvious one. This happens to me as well, and a few people I've been talking to actually this week, where when you close your eyes, oftentimes at night especially, you see very clear, to varying degrees of clarity, I'll say, images of extraterrestrial faces or beings. You kind of see them. Sometimes you'll see an image of like an ET-like being that you've never seen before. You've never seen a drawing or an illustration or anything, and all of a sudden it's just there in your consciousness. Again, it's a slow warm-up. Maybe you're not ready to see them staying 3 feet away from you in physical form saying, "What up?" Number 3, usually during this time when these types of things are happening, you'll have a very strong and natural organic interest and enthusiasm about researching and learning about UFOs or extraterrestrials or watching like Cosmic Disclosure or whatever. There's a lot of information out there, a lot of whistleblowers, a lot of people out there who really dedicate their lives to researching. UFOologist, I think, is an actual term, and just people who have done their research. And you might find yourself just interested in that kind of stuff, reading books, watching documentaries, shows, YouTube videos, hearing people's experiences. And when you really start to do that, it can really help you realize that this is happening to a lot of people right now. A lot of people are having more and more real-like contact with other beings from elsewhere, essentially. And it's just, again, it's all part of the warm-up process, and that's my own opinion anyways. But when you do this, the way to really know when this is like the timing is ideal, it's when you're learning about this kind of stuff. There's just you have so much fun doing it. There's such an excitement and an exhilaration when you're learning about this kind of stuff. As off the wall as it might be, you might walk away and think, geez, I can't believe I'm actually watching this. This is so crazy and like mind-bending to me. But you can't deny just that natural feeling of like, in spite of that, that's all I want to do. It's so fun. It's exciting. Yes, more. It's like almost like a not a euphoria, but it's very exhilarating when you're coming into new information that resonates so strongly. Sign forward, you might get synchronicity. You might get little symbols that to you represent ETs reaching out. You'll have that knowing. I see triangles all the time. For whatever reason, a triangle to me represents my consciousness becoming drawn to the notion of ETs of some sort. I also will just happen to see a lot of like ET, like just images and stuff on like brands or street signs, logos, not street signs, but like billboards, I mean, that kind of stuff. It's just, again, it's not that I see them. We all see them. It's just what happens to me in a kind of a split second when I see them. It's like time freezes and it's just me and the symbol and a knowing that it carries with it a message, and I already know what it is. It's the here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're reaching out to you. You might have your own symbol that has nothing to do with what I just said, but I would guess that a lot of you who are going through this have your own symbol, your own physical reflection that is reminding you of all of what I just said. And then lastly, you might have more obvious signs, which would, I guess, make it unnecessary to watch this video. A lot of you guys actually see UFOs. Some of you see them all the time. Some of you have woken up and seeing like a being like a being of light, or just different beings in your waking consciousness in your room. I haven't had quite that level of experience, but what I've had just happened recently is I had woken up and I was still kind of sleepy. And I had like a dream where I was, in fact, right before I woke up, I had a dream where, it's hard to recall now, but it was like where I was asking for validation in my dream. Like I'd like some more clarification or validation that it really is you guys, and this is kind of what my intuition is correct. And then I woke up out of that and I got a real forceful kind of poke to the ribs, like a boom. Like not just like this, it was more like they put some like weight into it. I was like, oh damn, I thought my son 2-year-old Sebastian was sleeping with me at the time, so I look over to see, like, I thought I got kicked or something. He's kind of a squirmer. And him and my wife, they were just sound asleep, very peaceful. I don't think a kick came from that restful body. And the timing was just like, oh, interesting, you know. And that day before, I was actually at an event with a teacher, and he calls himself Bashar. He's like a channeler, and he's like it's all about ETs essentially. So that was kind of like it getting a little bit more obvious for me. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people are going through this, and the ones who contact me and they kind of share this, they're just looking for some validation because they already kind of have a strong sense that I don't need to watch this video, Vic, because I'm pretty hip to what's going on. But it's so out there that they can't help but think like, I could totally be mistaken. But I'm just here to say that maybe we're all mistaken, but I get people, I'm in a situation where a lot of you guys, you see my video, then you reach out to me and say, hey Vic, this is happening. What's your take? So my take in this situation is that a lot of people right now are reaching out to me with these exemplifying these signs. So I want to put that out there for those of you who might be going through this as a source of validation, and really nothing more. Okay? Have an amazing day, my friends. I have my theories as to why this is happening, but that's more Victor's opinion rather than, I think we're all kind of here to, in our own way, experience this journey of self-discovery, and I wish you well with that. Have an amazing day, my friends. Speak to you tomorrow. Namaste.